Thank you, Chair Birdwell and Senators, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak today. My name is Jennifer Hadayia. I'm the Executive Director of Air Alliance Houston. We are the longest running nonprofit community-based organization in the Houston area focused solely on clean air. I'm also a Houston native, and 3 generations of my family have worked at the Houston Ship Channel or at the oil and gas facilities that it supports. I have also worked my entire career in the field of public health. So I come to you today as someone who loves her city, loves her family, and has decades of study and expertise in what it takes to keep people healthy. And I will tell you that one of the most impactful interventions in population health is to ensure people can breathe clean air every day, everywhere. Unfortunately, we have our work cut out for us in this area. Houston may be the energy capital of the world, but according to multiple objective sources, we are also one of the most polluted. We have over 500 polluting facilities in the Houston area alone, which together emit more millions of pounds of air pollution every year than New York, LA, or Chicago. According to the TCEQ, Houston had 53 high ozone days in 2023 alone. We are having a red level ozone day today. According to a study of real estate trends of all things, Houston also ranked as the dirtiest city in America due to high levels of pollution. Being a dirty, polluted city doesn't make us healthy, happy, or support economic growth. The rules and standards issued this year by the EPA are protective of public health and, I would argue, economic growth as well. For example, as we heard from Senator Alvarado, thank you, that strengthening the PM standard will not only prevent premature deaths, but will also save 300 lost work days and $46 billion healthcare dollars annually. In Houston, our soot pollution comes primarily from industry and cars, not dust storms or wildfires. Another example is the new risk management plan rule preventing chemical accidents. This rule would have prevented the 2019 explosion of TPC Group in Port Neches, which cost $150 million in damages and led them to file bankruptcy. There are real benefits to these new rules. Pitting air quality against economic development is a false dichotomy. Instead, clean air supports strong economies through healthier workers and more thriving cities. Moreover, many of the witnesses you heard from earlier today are also directly benefiting from those federal investments. You already heard about CCUS investments from the DOE. TCEQ is also receiving a carbon pollution reduction grant right now from the EPA. So in conclusion, we do not believe these new rules are federal overreach when they will so clearly protect human health as well as produce economic benefits for cities like mine. In lieu of this charge and spending time and effort resisting these rules, I recommend you study the extent to which lowering soot and carbon pollution and preventing chemical accidents will benefit health and economic growth in our state. I think you will find that resisting, slowing, or circumventing those benefits is the true harm to Texas. Thank you.
Senator Alvarado, you're ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I wanted to welcome folks from Houston. And Jennifer, we've worked with the Air Alliance on many things, particularly concrete batch plants. Sorry, surprise, shocking, right? And we have more work to do, and we might be getting support from higher ups on this effort too, so we welcome that. You talked, I think you mentioned something about the public health benefits of the revised PM standard. Do you want to expand on that a little bit? I mentioned it also in my question to the TCEQ about the 4,500 premature deaths avoided. Is there something you wanted to add to that?
I think I would add why particulate matter is so concerning from a public health perspective. So particulate matter 2.5, which is what the standard is about, is microscopic, smaller than a piece of human hair. It's dust, it's soot, it's silica, it's the things that are blown off of facilities like concrete batch plants, but also larger industrial facilities as well, many of which are located in the same communities in the Houston area. When you breathe in PM 2.5, it's so small that it passes through into organs. It passes through your blood vessels. It attaches to the vital functions of your body, and it can trigger negative impacts to all those vital functions. And this is such a proven correlation that the Houston Independent School District will issue an alert to school nurses on a Monday where there is a high particulate matter day, warning them, letting them know that by Thursday, you will see your asthmatic students coming into your office with asthma attacks. It is that predictive. The same predictive relationship between PM 2.5 and cardiac events happens community-wide. EMTs, hospitals will report a high PM day occurs, for sake of argument, on a Monday. They will see more cardiac arrests on a Thursday. It is one of the most impactful pollutants to be breathing in acutely, meaning perhaps you drove or live near a concrete batch plant that had a large dust storm, or routinely because you're breathing it in all the time because you happen to live in a community with 9 concrete batch plants, and that does describe one of our communities in Houston with 9 of them, and I think a 3-mile radius. So PM 2.5 affects almost every system of the body. There is new research that is linking exposure to PM 2.5 to more severe menopause symptoms for people with reproductive systems. They're linking it to accelerations of dementia, Alzheimer's, and other diseases of aging. There's also a relationship between PM 2.5 and social concerns. Studies have shown that when PM 2.5 levels are higher, concerns like crime go up, and that has an impact on our societal concerns around safety and security. So it truly is one of the most impactful air pollutants. I am thrilled that our Lieutenant Governor had put a call out to say, let's put a pause on some of these types of permits. The type of permit he specifically referenced is for cement kilns. Cement kilns are located all over the state. Those are one type of aggregate producers that make PM 2.5. In Houston, we have more of the other kinds of aggregate producers like the concrete batch plants, but also the rock crushers, the asphalt plants, hot mix asphalt, cold asphalt, all of those have an impact on the PM 2.5 levels. So that's one of the reasons it's so meaningful that the EPA decided. We have for too long allowed a level of PM 2.5 at 12 micrograms per cubic meter, which is not fully protective of public health, and reduced it to 9. That's not even to the level that experts globally say we should be breathing. The World Health Organization says that 9 is still too high and that will still produce health problems. But getting 12 to 9 will have an improvement. Globally, the effort would have been lower and we would have saved more lives. But that's why PM 2.5 is so impactful. That's what it does to us. And that's why this new standard will keep people healthier.